Something unbelievable has just come to light. New shocking evidence is proving that aliens might actually be real. From mysterious signals to leaked UFO footage, this time the truth can't be denied. The hospital secret. In 2018, a video surfaced online that terrified anyone who saw it. Two doctors stood over a strange body on a hospital bed, their faces pale, their hands shaking. The room was dead silent. Whatever they were examining wasn't human. The figure didn't breathe, didn't move, yet something about it felt alive. Before long, the video disappeared from every platform, as if someone wanted it gone. People claimed it was proof that hospitals and authorities hide things we aren't supposed to see. Whatever those doctors witnessed that night, it was something they'd never forget. The shadow at the site. A construction site in Ohio turned into the center of a mystery when a security camera caught something unbelievable. Late at night, when every worker had left, a tall, dark figure slipped out of a locked door. It moved slowly, almost studying its surroundings. Then, it vanished. Seconds later, it reappeared, tugging at the metal stairs with terrifying strength before fading again. No footsteps, no sound, just silence. Experts who examined the footage said it wasn't human at all. Some think it was testing our world or simply passing through. But one thing's for sure, that shadow left more questions than answers.
The forgotten tape. It began like a whisper on the internet, an old black and white video no one knew the source of. The footage showed a dimly lit room, and in it, something moved. Slowly, cautiously. Its head turned as if it knew it was being watched. Some said it was an alien in secret custody. Others claimed it was a failed experiment that somehow escaped. But the real mystery wasn't what the tape showed. It was how it vanished. One day, millions had seen it. The next, it was gone. Deleted from every corner of the web. No trace, no explanation. It didn't just disappear, it erased itself. The doorstep visitor. It was a quiet night in California when a family's doorbell camera captured something chilling. A tall, thin figure stood silently near the front door. Its glossy eyes reflected the porch light, unblinking, almost curious. For a moment, it tilted its head as if pleading to be let in. No movement, no sound, just that stare. And then it was gone. Vanished off-screen without a single step heard. Some said it looked lost. Others believed it wasn't alone. But here's the real question. If something like that stood at your door, watching you quietly, would you even dare to blink?
The Area 51 meeting. In 2018, an anonymous video shocked everyone online. It showed a man, identified later as former military officer Lanford James, calmly speaking to a tall, alien-looking figure near Area 51. Their interaction wasn't hostile, it was familiar, like two beings who had met before. The man's relaxed gestures, his focused listening, it felt more like a conversation than an encounter. People began to wonder, if such meetings exist, maybe the question isn't are they real? Maybe it's how long have they been happening? Some believe these talks are rehearsed, quiet exchanges between humans and visitors we're never meant to see. The base encounter. Deep inside a restricted military zone in Texas, a security officer heard something strange echoing through a dark hallway. His flashlight trembled as he followed the sound, each step heavier than the last. When he finally reached a dimly lit room, he froze. A tall figure stood there, its skull stretched, eyes hollow and lifeless. The camera shook, then the footage cut off completely. No reports followed, no updates, not even a name.
The officer was never mentioned again. Some say he saw something that was never meant to leave that base. Whatever it was, it became one more secret the government refuses to admit exists.
The fence figures. It was a quiet night in Brazil when a security camera caught something deeply unsettling. 3 tall figures stood near a backyard fence, still, silent, and completely motionless. The family's dog barked like crazy, but they didn't even flinch. When the porch lights flashed over them, they didn't react. Their shapes looked human, but something about them felt off. Too long, too stretched. People online called them alien visitors. Others claimed they were failed human experiments. But the creepiest part? They seemed calm, like they wanted to be seen. Maybe it wasn't a mistake. Maybe it was a message. If they could stand in one backyard, how many are standing near others right now, just watching? The captive visitor. In the late 1990s, a confidential video began to circulate quietly, showing what looked like a captured alien tied to a chair. Around it stood a group of officials, interrogating, demanding answers. The being didn't panic. It spoke calmly, in a low, strange voice, saying it wasn't from space, but from time. It claimed to be a descendant of humans from the future. Its words were confusing but intelligent, as if it understood more than it should. The officials pressed harder, asking about the universe's creation, and then the footage cut off, just like that. No ending, no follow-up, no proof it ever existed. Some say that being never escaped that room. Others believe it was never really captured at all. The alien interview.
Back in 2014, an old interview clip started spreading online, showing what appeared to be a real conversation with an alien. What made people freeze wasn't its face, but its words. "We are trillions," it said, in a calm, almost casual voice. Trillions, like it was describing something ordinary. Then it explained that life on other planets wasn't a miracle, but a mathematical fact. Existence, it said, came from random molecules, shaping endless forms of life across countless worlds. It spoke with certainty, like it knew. After watching it, people couldn't help but wonder, if we're just one small part of a massive chain, how many others are quietly watching us right now? The unexpected being. It was supposed to be a simple home video. A man recording himself playing with his cat in 2023, until the cat suddenly froze, staring straight at the window. When the man turned the camera, he saw it too. A pale face with large, black, empty eyes peering in. It vanished the second it was noticed. He ran to the window, nothing. No sound, no movement, no footprints. Just silence. But his cat wouldn't look away from that spot for minutes. Viewers who watch the clip believe animals can sense what we can't. Maybe it wasn't just passing by. Maybe it had been watching for a long time. And that night, it realized it had finally been seen.
The hidden captive. It began with a leaked CCTV clip from October 3rd, 2008, a video that shouldn't have existed. Inside a dimly lit room, a small, trembling figure moved nervously, glancing toward the camera as if it knew it was being watched. Its body looked fragile, its eyes full of confusion and fear. This wasn't a normal cell. It felt like a secret containment room built to hide something humanity wasn't ready for. The video spread across the internet overnight, before suddenly disappearing. Officials stayed silent, no denial, no explanation. But if that footage was real, then someone out there is keeping one of the biggest secrets in human history locked behind a door we were never meant to open. The unknown secrets. When a strange clip leaked online, it shook the internet to its core. It showed 2 beings in a dark facility near Area 51. One sat motionless in a wheelchair. The other, smaller, restless, tried to speak in a language no one could understand.
For a moment, it even looked straight into the camera, almost pleading. Then the video vanished. Authorities moved fast, deleting every copy they could find. But the real question stayed. What happened after that? Were those creatures still trapped somewhere? Or did something far more secret take place after the world caught that brief, forbidden glimpse?
The Screaming Tree. It started as a harmless search for strange noises in Oregon back in 2011. Two friends walked into the woods with flashlights, laughing at first, until one of them whispered, "Shoot, shoot." The beam of light caught something up in the branches. Two hollow black eyes stared back. Then a scream, high, piercing, inhuman. Both men ran for their lives. Later, one family claimed it was just a prank, but the men swore the sound wasn't human at all. They believed that thing had been watching them for days, waiting for the right moment to let them know it was real. The White House figure. One night, a shaky video taken near the White House began spreading online. At first, it seemed like a trick of the light, until people noticed it. A tall gray figure standing on the rooftop, its head larger than any human's, its movements too smooth to be fake. Some said it was observing something inside. Others thought it was waiting. For what? No one knew. The government gave no comment, no statement, just silence. But here's the unsettling thought. If something like that can stand above one of the most guarded buildings on Earth, maybe it wasn't trespassing. Maybe it was allowed to be there.
The Night Visitor. In 2006, a man in Pensacola, Florida, slept peacefully while his home camera captured something that would change everything. Behind an open door, a thin shape appeared, first a long leg, then a head with those cold, lifeless black eyes. It stepped forward slowly, silently. The man never woke up. He didn't even know what had entered his room that night. Later, people claimed he'd experienced strange events since childhood: lights, dreams, missing time. Maybe he wasn't chosen by accident. Maybe some people are marked early, and they're visited again and again for reasons we still can't understand. The Mountain Encounter. He thought he was completely alone in the Arizona mountains. Hours into his hike, the silence felt almost peaceful, until it wasn't. As he turned a rocky corner, his breath caught. There, crouched beside a boulder, was a pale figure. It hid its face, trembling slightly, as if it didn't want to be seen. Its movements were careful, intelligent, almost human, but not quite. The hiker stood frozen, heart pounding, wondering if it had fallen from a UFO or if it had always lived up there, far from human eyes. Before he could move, a thin mist rolled through the valley, and the creature was gone. He left the mountain that day, but the memory never left him.
The Secret Interview. Back in 1991, a clip appeared online that many still whisper about today. It showed a fragile, alien-like being was strained inside what looked like a secret facility. Its breathing was heavy, shallow, and the officials watching it stayed behind a thick glass wall, as if the air itself was dangerous to share. The creature tried to speak, not with words, but telepathically, its eyes full of exhaustion. Whispers from insiders claimed it wasn't just containment, it was communication. Some say there was a quiet deal being made between two species. If that's true, then our governments didn't just meet something from another world. They've been working with them all along. The construction site figure. In Australia, a man passing through an abandoned construction zone spotted something standing completely still among the shadows. At first glance, it looked human, until it turned its head. Its eyes were large and pitch black.
its face stretched in ways no human face ever could. The moment it noticed him, it froze, then moved with lightning speed, vanishing behind a half-built wall. The man backed away, every instinct screaming to run. He never returned to that site again. Some say beings like that hide in places we've forgotten, old factories, tunnels, ruins, watching quietly from the dark. Maybe they're not lost. Maybe they're waiting.
The Siberian crash. It happened deep in the frozen wilderness of Siberia. Locals saw a flash in the sky, followed by a thunderous crash that shook the snow-covered ground. When authorities arrived, they found a metallic object buried halfway into the ice, and beside it, a humanoid figure lying still. Its body looked too smooth, too perfect to belong to any human. Photos leaked online before officials could seal off the area. Within hours, the images vanished, and silence followed. No statements, no reports, just denial. But those who saw the photos believe it wasn't a crash at all. It was a cover-up. Maybe something didn't fall from the sky that night. Maybe it was released. The Blue Being. Deep inside the Nazca Caves of Peru, a group of grave robbers thought they'd found treasure, but what they uncovered was far from gold. On a stone slab lay a blue-skinned figure, alien-like, stiff, yet strangely fresh. Its limbs were thin and oddly shaped, like something caught between human and otherworldly. The men recorded a few shaky seconds before bolting in fear. When others returned the next day, the body was gone. No trace, no remains, nothing. Some say it was taken by those who already knew it was there. Others whisper it was never really dead, just waiting to wake. If this evidence shocked you, wait till you see what's coming next. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing discoveries.